What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Death Valley Driver Matches of the Month. We have the month of July all covered. A lot of wrestling watched. I watched I watched a lot of G1. Yeah, a lot of G1. A lot of Great O'Khan, a lot of Jake Lee. It's been a good time. I just want to bring up a few weeks ago, I messaged you and I was like, man, there's like 3 like tournaments this month, bro. That's a lot of wrestling. And oh, more wrestling. You know, that's awesome. It kind of sucks. There's so much.
You watched more wrestling than I did. I think I hit the 30 mark. Did you keep track how many matches you've seen or no?
No, probably like 7,000. Probably like 7,800. So there's a lot of wrestling.
Stephen Melter.
Okay, so before we get into our number 10, just want to talk about a few of our honorable mentions, stuff that didn't make the cut, but very close. No further adu, Miguel, can you please tell us some of the matches that I didn't get to actually watch that you really like from this month?
Yeah, so my first honorable mention is Aris Endo versus Aja Kong. This would have been our first Tej match in the top 10 here in Death Valley Driver, but Steven's not a Tej supporter,
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
It's been a busy month.
Hey, you're not committed to the game like I am, but I mean, you did watch Jake Lee matches, but hey. but I love David versus Goliath type of matches, and Aris is awesome as the underdog here. Like, she's trying to use her speed to take down Aja here, but Aja has power, of course. So, Aris took a lot of punishment in this match, and there was a spot where Aja was going for the camel clutch, Arisa and those finisher, but Aja executed it all the way. It was just rough, and Arisa was getting messed up in this match, but she showed some fighting spirit, and she managed to pick up Aja and slam her, and I was like, yeah, that's beast.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I'm glad we can keep talking on Aja Kong, into July as well, and talking about her for years and years to come. Another honorable mention from the World Wrestling Federation. Something that I really wanted to make the top 10, but it just didn't make it, guys. It just didn't make it. It was CM Punk and Sami Zayn from the first Raw of July in Chicago for WWE Championship. Great chemistry. Not as great as their first match from 2025. It kind of settled into the Punk match that sort of reliant on finishers and signature moves and stealing finishers, which is cool every now and then, but I didn't really care for it then that night as much as I would have compared for more match akin to their 2025 encounter. But it was really good. It was Sami Zayn and Punk have really great chemistry for only having 2 matches together. Possibly the 2 best in-ring competitors in WWE, and it was a great title, world title TV match. And Punk won the belt, and that's the guy. And I'll talk about CM Punk until he gets into another backstage fight, and I'll be mad at him for like 4 days, and I'll like him again. Before we get to the top 10, I wanted to just shout out to a match that I didn't really care for. I actually thought it sucked, but Miguel was like super, like, he really wanted his match to be talked about, and he threatened to leave the program if I didn't talk about this match. So the Bang Bang Gang versus the Dogs, okay. AEW Redemption.
Okay, man. Okay. Anyways, here's my actual honorable mention. My second honorable mention. We have Rena Takano and Yuna versus Aja Kong and Miku Kanai. This is Rena Takano's professional wrestling debut. And of course, she's been waiting for this moment, preparing for it. Not only she had to face Miku Kanai, but also she had to face Aja Kong in this match. And neither of them went easy on her. Like, Miku does not play the role of the bully in her matches because she's just a natural babyface.
Mm-hmm.
But she played it well here. and the crowd was just really behind Rena, like cheering for every offense she got in. Like she did a lot of drop kicks, and they were just going crazy. Like they were rooting for her. And watching her get tested by both Miku and Aja was just awesome to see. And she showed some great spirit. And like out of all the matches on the card, like there was Zaya Ida and Miami and Hashimoto and Veni. This was the one that I had the most fun watching, and I hope that she has a bright future ahead of her.
Yeah, no, freaking, it sounds good. It's hopefully it's like a match we can look back on like 5-10 years as like a pivotal debut. All right, so let's get into our top 10 without any further ado. Starting us off, we have AEW Dynamite Beach Break. We have MJF defending the AEW World Championship against Kenny, by God, Omega. I thought this match was same week as Punk Sammy, but I thought this match was a fucking awesome TV title match. Kenny and MJF haven't had my favorite in-ring chemistry at all. Their collision match I think was good. Their pay-per-view match this year, I didn't really like it too much. It went like 7 hours as well, but this was just my type of wrestling, just AEW, TV style wrestling, just crowd just going for Kenny, wanting nothing more than Kenny to win the match. MJF bumping and stooging it up like a fucking the best. Like he's very good at this. When he's on it, when MJF, you can say a lot about MJF, but when he's on it, he's on it. And he was on it against Kenny. He clearly feels some sort of like attachment to Kenny Omega. And, I'm not a big fan of kickouts at one, especially from like something like a title shot or like a finisher. But Kenny does it in a way where I'll turn the other way. It is what it is. It is what it is. We got to have our biases, bro. And I was fine with it. It felt cathartic. I'm glad to see Kenny Omega as AEW World Champion again, and we're all looking forward to seeing him and Will Ospreay at All In. I know Miguel is looking very much forward to it, but yeah, man. What we got at number 9, brother?
Yeah, so at number 9 we have Mensera versus Rina Yamashita at Stardom 5-star Grand Prix, and I just want to say Mensera fucking rocks.
Dude, she's like a rocket ship, bro. Like she just
yeah
fucking goes, and she bumps like crazy.
There's no stopping her.
Yeah.
And for the match itself, like I love when May is able to go full speed. Like Yamashita, who's obviously slower but has power, like she tries to stop her. And I love these kind of dynamics, especially when the smaller wrestler takes crazy bumps for the bigger wrestler. And May took some tough bumps in this one, and for the time they had, it was awesome. They got their stuff in, and it was a fun match from start to finish.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, Yamashita is one of my favorite offenses in general in Stardom. She has a really good lariat. She just really lays it in. Like I kind of love that hybrid of wrestler she is. Like not exactly a technician, but not exactly like she kind of does a little bit of it all, and really smash mouth. And I always enjoy watching her wrestle, whatever how rare it'd be. But she's great. Fucking Sarah is also fucking awesome. And yeah, this match rocked. Number 8. We have Yota Tsuji and Hiroki Goto. The main event of that day of the G1 climax, G1 tournament. We have our opinions on Yota Tsuji, and I don't want to frame it in a bad way at all. That sounded really bad. It made it sound like we fucking hate him. Yota Tsuji rocks. It's just for us, Death Valley Driver guys. Like he wouldn't be like our favorite New Japan guy. We probably both have 4 or 5 people above him in the company right now, right? I say that's probably fair, right? But he's awesome. He is awesome. Somebody we both probably do have above him is Hiroki Goto. Hiroki Goto, one of the best old man wrestlers going on today. CM Punk says he's the best wrestler at the age of 48 right now. well, you got to compete with fucking Samoa
Hey
Joe.
man, we're not here to start any arguments, but Goto deserves to be in that conversation.
I don't
Old man Goto
I don't
rocks.
have an answer for that. I don't. But no, I don't see CM Punk playing E Honda. So I'm all I gotta say. But uh the actual match, it was mostly just Yoda Tsuji just beating the fuck, which is a theme of Yoda Tsuji, I guess. We'll get to that a little later. Yoda Tsuji kind of just beating the fuck out of Goto for the majority of this match. He is making an old man suffer. He sees all the tweets that Goto like makes where Tsuji is talking shit about AEW and Goto's like, hey, that's not how a champion should conduct himself. I'm just saying, Goto tried to politic his way back into a world title, love it. But Tsuji just works Goto pretty much the entire match. When Goto makes his comeback, his moveset's one of my favorites in New Japan. And he's able to fight back while on the crowd, and they have really good a false finish there, and Goto wins. Goto fucking beats Yoda Tsuji. Feel good moment for me, for Goto, for you.
Yep.
The big three.
It was a good moment, and even if he doesn't win the G1, he's gonna get another title shot. And Tsuji, I'm sorry, but you gotta lose, buddy.
It comes to Shotenkai.
Yeah.
That's what it comes to. But coming in at our number 7, my personal favorite match of the month. Miguel's on his phone, but my personal favorite match of the month. Natsupoi and Shuri the same night as May and Rina Yamashita. The main event of that night. I fucking love this match. I don't get to watch Natsupoi wrestle nearly enough these days. I watch Shuri wrestle like every month at this point, but a few times. But Natsupoi is incredible even at this stage of the game. I thought it was just a fantastic physical match. Like just full of adrenaline, and like I thought like the Rita and May match was like nonstop. Like it was just like quick sprint, like all gas, no brakes, you know what I'm saying? But this match, like it really just didn't feel like a let up at all. They were just killing each other the entire time. And some Shuri matches aren't like that. Some Shuri matches are her working the limbs and trying to slow it down and get her shit in, and a lot of that was that too. But this was just crazy. Just two women just beating the absolute shit out of each other and having one of my favorite matches of the year. Probably my second or third favorite match of the year so far. And it also gets bumped up by Natsupoi announcing her retirement, January 3rd next year. It's a match that I liked a lot. You don't really like Joshi like that, is what it is. But let's go to
I'm so sure. I'm so sure.
All right, let's go to our number 6.
Yeah, so we have Commander versus Kyle Fletcher at AEW Dynamite.
Yes. Kyle Fletcher has really good chemistry with working with luchadors. We've seen that the Bandito match. It didn't make our top 10, but it was a great match. He's just had a history of just working. Him and Commander have had interactions in the past, have been very good too, in Ring of Honor, I believe. He just very good chemistry with people in that high flying style, and mostly because I think he used to be kind of a high flyer in a way. He's sort of phased that out. He's more of like an all rounder now, but when he works against these guys, is always amazing. And this is just another fucking Miguel. Let's talk about Commander for a second. This guy, I'm glad we're talking about him again.
Amazing, fantastico.
Magnifico. Ay, Dios mío. Like, this guy fucking rocks.
I remember you were talking about this last month, but I just don't understand the shit that he does. It's just, I don't understand.
Like, bro, it's so cool. Like, a real testament to a wrestler is like a guy that we've seen a lot of Commander, right? Especially last month, and we've seen the majority of like what his offense is, but it still feels fresh to see every time, and the crowd feels like they're seeing it all for the first time every time. So it adds to it. It just feels magnifico, magnifico. That's my boy. All right, but coming in number 5, we got Chihiro Hashimoto versus Shuri.
Man, this match was great. It featured two of the best wrestlers in the world right now. Shuri's awesome. Also, Chihiro Hashimoto. I love how Chihiro Hashimoto is not only a brick wall, but explosive in her own right. And it's a proven great pairing with her past matches, and this one delivered too. Shuri tried to wear down Hashimoto with a bunch of kicks, like targeting her arm to limit her power, and worked holds on her to further damage her arms. But Hashimoto just kept on pushing forward. Like it seems like out of all her opponents recently, it seems like Shuri's the one who forces Hashimoto to bring her absolute best. And Hashimoto did lose to Shuri before this, and she knew that she couldn't afford another loss. So this time she beat Shuri and she got her win back.
Yeah, and it was it sure Hashimoto was defending. There was a title defense, right? So it
Yeah.
felt So it's cool to see Hashimoto in that in that different side of it, like defending the title against Shuri instead. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see like the match dynamic of Shuri just trying to fucking wear down Hashimoto. Like once Hashimoto is like getting her offense in, like throws her around, like slams her down, and Shuri's like, nope, fuck you, got you in an armbar, got you in like a fucking like hook. Like it was they have great chemistry. Obviously, they're gonna have great matches for a long time, until they sign Hashimoto to NXT. But until then,
okay, dude.
They're gonna.
Okay, dude.
Oh, dude. But okay,
dude.
the number four.
Yeah, so we have another Chihiro Hashimoto match.
Yeah.
This time we have Hiroyo Matsumoto versus Chihiro Hashimoto.
The only note I had for this match really was this match rocks. That's pretty much it. Like it was just like it's hard to even like really talk about it so much. It was just a great match. It was just a great match between Matsumoto, who I just haven't seen enough of, which is a shame because she's been around for 20 years. But I've heard of her obviously, and she looked great in this match. And Hashimoto, who I watch quite a bit, but they had a really great chemistry with each other. I don't know if they've had matches before, if maybe want to bring that up or not, but
they did have a match a couple years ago. I unfortunately haven't seen it yet. This was like 2019. But I want to talk about this match. This was a different match structure we've seen from Shihiro Hashimoto. She's facing another powerhouse in Matsumoto.
Yeah.
And as expected, it was hard hitting. This might be one of the few times I've seen Hashimoto get overpowered and be on the receiving end of things. But there was a spot. I don't know if you remember, but Matsumoto goes for like the ripcord lariat.
Yeah.
And then like Hashimoto ducks and then goes for the German. I was like, fuck yeah.
That was crazy. Yeah. The bump on that was crazy
awesome.
Too. That rocked. That right. It was just a great. It was just I watched that match at like 3:30 in the morning after like a 9-hour shift, and it was just like the shit fucking rocks. I love wrestling.
I love the business.
I do know. All right, what do we got? Number 3.
Yeah, so for number 3, we have Mirai versus Tomaka Inaba at GTO 7th anniversary.
7 years, yeah. Yeah, so this was a great match. I remember you like hyping it up to me like really early on in the month.
Yeah, and the reason why I was hyping up this match is because GTO is known for not like broadcasting all their matches. It was like 2 a.m, and I got a notification on Twitter of them saying, "Hey, we're gonna be broadcasting this match last minute," and I was like, "Oh,
Okay.
I get to watch this match. Like, it's not gonna be in the vault." And like I said, like they're known for not like recording everything. Like I'm still waiting for them to upload fucking Inaba versus Meko.
Damn. Damn. That's crazy. I finally watched it after like a week or two, and just a really just great like fucking just wrestling like technician match. It was um listen, it started off a little slow. I'll say that, but the it led to something, and that's the important thing. I don't mind the slow start if like everything means something, and it was targeting. Tomoka was, I think, targeting like the leg of Mirai, and Mirai was targeting, I think, the neck of Tomoka. I might have it reversed, but it
Yeah,
was
you got it right, but this was Tomoka's like first match back after an injury. And it was disclosed at the time, like we did not know what it was, but she came out with the tape behind her back or behind her neck, and you knew what injury it was. And it played into the match. Like Mirai like tried to wear her down, and there were spots where like Tomaka was like selling it really well.
yeah, they it actually led to the finish very well with that. I love the finish of this match like a lot. It was just like a fucking, after all the moves that was done, they worked on each other so much that like a kick to the fucking shoulder, it was like really what like ended it, which that rocked. Yeah, everything felt purposeful. Like just because I had a slow start, maybe it could not have been. I don't. I'm so fine with slow start if it leads to like a meaningful ending, and everything here did feel meaningful, and I love this match. I like this match a lot. The one camera, one camera angle, little, but I can't take it away from the match. I can't take it away what these ladies did. So I fucked with it. I fucked with it. Now number two, it is Konosuke Takeshita versus Oleg Boltin.
Say his name again. Say his name again.
Ah, how sweet it is. Oleg Oleg fucking rocks. He's one of both of our favorite, guys to watch in New Japan. Death Valley Driver sponsored Oleg Boltin one day. But these two have always had great chemistry, going back to even like last year. I mean, maybe even a little bit before that. But they've just in general have had fucking awesome matches together. And this is probably their best match, and probably Oleg Bolton's best match of his career, I would say. It's certainly up there. But just already established great chemistry. It's always kind of fun with Takeshita, where I love seeing Takeshita throw around somebody, like that's always awesome. But when he's like with somebody that can throw him around and like treat him like a little baby, like the Oleg move where he like has you in a fireman's carry, he's like like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fun to see. He sells it really well too. Physical match. Both these guys are just kind of like hard hitting.
It was total nonstop action.
Total nonstop action, absolutely. Yeah, one of the more fast paced matches of the tournament. It's yeah, I loved it a lot. The finish was fucking amazing with like the knee and like Oleg like fuck that. I'm not going out like that. But the catch was like quick with it, like I got you. Second power crush knee, but raging fire. I mean, I love this match a lot. It seems like you did too. If you had any more comments about it, but
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen this, but I saw a tweet on Twitter suggesting that more wrestlers should react with frustration when their opponents kick out of
yes,
their moves. And
yeah, I saw that
Oleg does
discourse.
such a great job with showing his expression, like showing his frustration. Like Takeshi kicks out and he gets mad. It's like he gets so frustrated. Like, what else can I do to keep this fucker down? Like it's awesome
Yeah,
to
he
me.
he does that. You're
Yeah.
so right. You're so right because he does do that. I never really given him credit for that shit. He does that so well, where he just looks so pissed that this guy is still like going on, like oh fucking brother. Like he does that really well, much better than a lot of his peers. Our number one match of 2026 July, Yota Tsuji, the IWGP champion, against Yuto Ice. I think this is
This
day
is so weird,
8.
bro.
Yeah, no way. How the fuck, how did this happen, bro? Like, how did this? Yeah, it was this night.
Let me explain this real quick.
Go for it.
So,
Go for it.
you sent me this match, and I thought you were out of your fucking mind.
Mm.
I was like, no way you gave this 4 3/4. And I thought it'd be a match where it'd be divisive on. Like, we've been divided on other matches, like with Okada, Takeshita, Will Swerve.
Yes.
But I watched this, and I was like, fucking fairs, Yuto Ice.
Yes, exactly. That's verbatim what you fucking said. That's verbatim what you said. The thing is, bro, we in the same conversation we had just a few days prior, we're just like, listen, Yota Tsuji rocks. He's just not as cool as like a Yuya to us or Oleg Boltin or whatever like that. We said that, and we said for Yuto Ice, we said, listen, Yuto Ice is cool, might just be a tag guy, singles guy. I don't really see it. What do we know? What the fuck do we know? This match was incredible. Now, I will say there are people that think this match fucking sucked. The match is definitely divisive and not for everybody. And I get that. And it's good. I think we both can respect like a match that isn't for everybody, a match that's like divided, and just a conversation about a match I think we can appreciate. So we can understand that this match might not be for everybody, but you know what? It was for Miguel, and it was for me. And that's all that fucking matters with this shit. That match was for Death Valley Driver, and that match fucking rocked. Oh my god!
I know people aren't going to like the multiple chops in the match, but like at that point, you start feeling bad for Yuto Ice. Like how many chops? How many chops were there?
I was about to ask you. I don't fucking know. I think it was like 7,000. Like it was a lot, bro. It was Tsuji. He was out to a little bit of revenge against Yuto Ice for Yuto Ice mocking him in their tag match the night prior with like holding up the IWGP title, and it felt like comeuppance. It felt like Yota Tsuji is just I'm gonna beat the fuck out of this fucking guy. Like, who the hell is he? He's just a tag guy. And Yuto Ice, whose whole part of this tournament has just been he's just been chain fucking checking everybody. He's been like testing everyone's merit. He's been like seeing who's real, who's not in this tournament, because he's the real motherfucker. Tsuji was just raining fire on this fucking guy, just beating the fuck out of him. But Yuto was just not backing down. He was just like, come on, let's fucking go. You go outside the ring. Fucking let's go right here. I got you. Keep chopping me. Into the crowd. Yota Tsuji tells fucking, I think it was Red Shoes. I could be wrong. But he tells the referee, like, forget the count. Which is awesome. And he's going through the crowd. He's chopping the fuck out of him. Yuto Ice is getting his hits in here and there, but he's mostly just letting like Tsuji like do this to him, like showing that fucking I'm no bitch. Like I don't, you might have the belt, but I'm realer than you. I fuck bitches hotter than yours. I'm Yuto Ice. My best friend is Oscar. But they got back into the ring, and as the match is winding down, and Yuto Ice, how the fuck are you to get out of this situation, bro? Like, you're done. But he manages to like fight back, and it looks convincing, and he almost gets Tsuji. And I don't know, man. I don't know about you, but I don't know if I've been rooting for a guy to win a match as much as I was rooting for Yuto Ice to win that match.
Man, I started feeling bad for Yuto Ice. I want to talk about a criticism about this match. Well, minus the chops. And that's like the crowd. I heard people talk about how the crowd wasn't engaged enough. And
yeah,
I just want to say, if I saw somebody getting abused like this, I'm not cheering. I'm staying quiet. I'm just like, wow, this guy is getting fucked up here. Like,
exactly.
Wow. Like,
yeah, I don't think there weren't I think they were into it, but I agree with you. I think they were mostly just playing into what kind of the match was, because they were super into Goto and Shingo like the match prior, and yeah, that was like a whole different type of match. That was that was like an old dude's rule kind of match. This match was I'm being the fuck out of this disrespectful degenerate, and you know you're all gonna watch. It is what it is. You're all
Yeah.
gonna watch.
And it took the 20-minute mark for Suji's hand to finally hurt. Like his adrenaline wears off, and the chops are less effective. The Gene Blaster didn't look pretty because he was tired.
Yeah, yeah. He got tired of beating the fuck out of this man. And like I said, we talk about Yota Tsuji a little bit. I will say I will give him one thing, over a lot of his peers, and I'll give him his credit where he deserves. He is a charismatic motherfucker. He is, he really does like take over the room when any room he's in. Like when he's just like looking at Utilize like in pain and like still talking shit, and he like Suji's just smiling like, all right, yeah, you still want to do this shit? All right, I got you. Here's one more. But all right, guys. Appreciate you guys listening and hearing us talk about wrestling and us talk about Chihiro Hashimoto. We'll definitely be talking about her probably multiple more months of this year, among of some of these other fellows and ladies. But yeah, man, I'm Steven. This is Miguel, and we will see you guys next time.